Hey, hi everybody. So we should be recording again. I'm going to do another quick tutorial for folks, just so that we're sure that we're all on the same page with how to use the lab manual. So once again, I'm going to be shifting in between myself and a couple of different panes, but let's go ahead and get started and take a look at our chapter 3 in the lab manual, Descriptive Statistics. So hopefully last week you set up R and R Studio, and also were able to start working with an R script, doing things like setting your working directory and importing and exporting files. So now let's just take a look again. It's going to be the same stuff. Hopefully that's basically all you have to do for the semester is these very small tweaks to your R code. Okay, let me see. Okay, here we go. So hopefully now we're looking at my screen. We're on chapter 3, as I mentioned, and we're going to go through and we're going to get our downloads. So remember, here's some supplementary information that you can have if you like it. Just downloading everything. We're downloading the example data sheets and we're downloading the R code. So those go to my downloads. I have a folder on my desktop that I use to test things. So your folder will have a different name, but I'm just going to throw all of my downloads right into my folder. So on Mac, download like that. Things are going a little crazy because I'm moving all around. And I'm going to move these things into my folder there. Okay. So let me come out of this and show you a couple of things. So first of all, I'm going to share my overall screen with you. Let's see. The desktop, there we go, share that, perfect. Okay, so here we are on my desktop. I want to show a couple of things. So this is the R file that we're going to be using. When I double click it, I'm working on a Mac again. It opens up in RStudio. If your files aren't doing this, here's an easy thing that you can do. You do the right click or the double click on the file, and you'll see these options. Open, open with, and that's what we want. We want it to open with RStudio. Now, if you do this once, that's great. But what we wanted to do is we always want RStudio to open up that document. So we just simply come over here, we go to Other, click on that, and we'll find somewhere in here our RStudio. So that's our looking all around. RStudio should be there. It might be blacked out because I've already selected it. Okay, so there it is, RStudio, perfect. And then you want to click that, always open with. So you toggle that on, and then it will always open with RStudio, and then it'll pop right up in your screen. Okay, so here you are. You're meant to have this, and the first part of the code is really simple. We are just running through this code, and we're getting our answers, and you're supposed to read through the tutorial and follow along and do these calculations. It's really, really important that you actually read the tutorial. This is to help reinforce your learning. And it's also, your TA is supposed to be there for support. So we're really hoping that this text that we put up guides you in your work. So please read through the tutorial and work through the problems. Okay, so this is the first part. We're just going down, we're doing things, everything's looking great. Yay. All right. Here we go. Trying to get to the part where we're going to do some stuff. Okay, here's where we have to remember our techniques again. So first of all, we've loaded the tidyverse. Remember, if you don't have tidyverse installed, you can run this code. Otherwise, I cross that right out so that it doesn't even enter into your computer's mind. And we keep going down. Now here, remember how to set our working directory. So we're going to pop back over to our files. So here we are on our files once again. And I am wanting to go to this folder. You can, if you set this up appropriately last week, you can just copy and paste that code and put it right in here. I'm just going to show you how to do it again. So here is the file that we want to download. Now, note I've done this before, so this file's right here. This is the thing I wanted to point out to you. Sometimes when you are downloading things, your computer will add additional text to your file. So your computer has renamed this. Imagine this isn't here, but this is the only thing in the file. It has renamed it summary stats data and put this pren1 in there. Well, your computer, your RStudio will not read this. Like it will not understand that this is the text that you're going for. And I've already set it up to download the file with that name. So check your data file. Make sure that this data file matches with, sorry, that's a different thing, matches with this file name here. This is where we're reading the file in. So you need to fix that. So if it doesn't match, you just change the file name to look like the file that we're trying to upload. So that's one thing that can happen. Remember, my professor once told me computers are high-speed idiots. Basically, like you write this code and it reads it exactly as has been put into the script. So you have to make sure everything is kind of perfect. Okay, we're not going to do that now because there's two data sets. I'll just move that to the trash. But once again, let's go ahead. And this is how I'll get my working directory. I go get info. I copy this, copy as path name, and then I just put that information right in here in between my parens. So let's go ahead and give that a run, import our data. We've got our data, and then we're just going to town, running all of these things. Perfect. There are different ways to export your files here, your charts or your figures. But the easiest thing to do is just to go here to export, and you can either save it as an image, cancel, and you can choose different images too. So up here, you can change it to JPEG or TIFF or whatever. You can save it also as a PDF, just like that. You can specify the size, cancel. Or you can copy to clipboard, and once you copy plot, you can just paste that right into a Word document. So you've got many, many, many options here. You can also write a line of code that exports it, and we'll get to that later in the semester, but we're not going to deal with that now because it's pretty easy just to export it that way. Okay, I think that is all I wanted to go over. It's pretty, hopefully these tutorials will get easier with you once you learn how to kind of troubleshoot things and work through your working directory. So always make sure all of the file names show up correctly and learn how to get that working directory working, and you should be very much good to go. Okay, everybody, I hope you have a great lab. Take care of yourself, have fun, enjoy R. I swear this will make your lives easier and you're going to be appreciative later in the semester. Okay, take care. Bye.